Welcome. Today we're going to look at fractions and how to read fractions. Read fractions? This is a math video, not an English video, you say. But math is a language, like English and Spanish, and learning how to read it as a language will be very helpful. I confess to you that I personally hate fractions. When I see a fraction, I get physically sick. Learning anything like a game or a language, it's nice to start with the rules so that everyone's on the same page. And the rules of reading math are like the language English or Spanish. And you start with the left and you proceed to the right. So that if I were to write the name in English, Lisa, I would start over at the left and make my way over to the right. Same thing with math. How about if I were to write my letters in an up and down motion? I would start at the top and work my way down. That's the same with math. We start at the top and work our way down. If I were to even try to write the name Lisa backwards, it just gets awkward. I don't even know where to place all the letters very well. So that is not what we do in math either. If I look at my fraction, which, like I admitted, it makes me sick to even look at, I start at the top, just like I did with Lisa, and I work my way down. Fractions have three parts to them. The top part, the number, and then there's that line, and then the bottom number. And I told you that I would teach you how to read it. We now learn that we read from top down to the bottom. So when you read the number 4 in math, you read it in English as the number 4. What do you read this little mark as? Let me show you my trick. If I write the number 4/2, and I ask you to look through your eyelashes and squint your eyes, when I do that, this gets all blurry, as well as this. And for an exaggerated purpose, so does this. When I look at fractions, I see a massive division sign. I use that memory and that experience so that when I look back at my fractions and I'm reading them, I read this middle mark as division or divide by. So I read from top to bottom and I say 4 divided by the 2. If I grab my calculator, I punch it into the calculator in that same order. So I have the 4, and then I do the divide, and then the 2, and I get my answer, which is 2. How to read fractions. Top to bottom, and we interpret this sign as divide by.